Welcome to the IVM Podcast Network.
TFG Football is an IVM production, and you can also check out their other awesome shows like Drinks and Destination, a handy guide to the world of wine, spirits and more, along with a dip into travels around the world.
You're listening to TFG Football.
Hello and welcome everyone. Here we are, and this is the TFG Indian Football Podcast. Now we are kind of going off. We are breaking our routine the way we used to do, because we've come to notice that when we do 5 matches together in one show, we have to rush through all the games that we talk about everyone. So today we decided we talk about Saturday matches today. There are 3 fixtures on Saturday, and we shall talk of Sunday games tomorrow. That's Friday, because now it's come to that every game from the start, not only now, every game is important, but now it's more fun, the fun game begins, I think, right now, because Saturday 3 fixtures, they decide they are a fight of the bottom half, the second half of the table, and the Sunday fixtures are the ones who are fighting for the title. So, that's going to be like really entertaining.
Bengaluru is not fighting for the title.
No. 3 teams are fighting. Now they have to play. The 3 teams can't play against each other. No, so there has to be one team that's going to be. So Bengaluru will try to. Mohan Bagan will hope that. That Aizawl, both the teams in fact will hope that Aizawl drop points. So that's how it is. Now, before we waste any time, you heard Kevin. He's joining me in the studio. Chiranjit is joining us via Skype. Now he's almost there at Siliguri, on his way to watch the derby. So, well, you might hear a few disturbances, but please ignore them, because we're going to talk about extensively about these 3 games that are coming up on Saturday. The first match we talk about is at 4:35. It's between Minerva Punjab versus Chennai City. Now, this will be interesting. So, I've actually forgotten about these 2 teams.
Yeah.
It's been...
It does happen.
Yeah. They do. They are still there. Huh? So, well, Kevin, we start with you first. What do you think about this battle?
Chennai City has been making noises in the local division where they've been playing. So, they are a reserve team and the team that is, a second string side that might be picking up players from there into the first team. It was doing well, and they lead the group as of now, I think, the last time I checked. So they've had problems. We've seen them struggle at the start of the season, and then there was a sort of stability that was brought in, and all of the stability was put to a toss after the coach was removed for some really unimaginable circumstances where the team really looked like they could get the results in their favor, and then the change of coach did bring even more the much needed team bonding. But again, there was a problem of Amiri. So they've got problems off the field more than on the field, but they are looking like a better side and much better than they had started off with. Minerva again making noises.
The under 16 and the 17
the youth
team.
system that they've been proclaiming does so well, and recently we've been listening to the call-ups that Minerva Academy have been getting to the under 17 World Cup team. So both these teams new in the I-League have been sort of struggled at the beginning. Minerva looked much better than Chennai City. But technically, if you go to see, there is more experience in this Chennai City side. But the only thing is connecting. We've seen them not last for the entire 90 minutes. So that has been a problem that they've been facing. And the lack of goals, again, that falls back to not being able to score early in the game. So those problems are being rectified slowly. And Minerva, they were on a roll right in between. I think in just 1 or 2 matches before they lost in the last games. They had a streak of almost like 5 or 6 unbeaten games. So they are a team for a future. With the youth that the promise lies on their back. They really they are really focused on the youth system more than getting the results, because they know if these guys can hold on to the first season, in the I-League, how they've been doing so far, they have at least in another 4 years down the line that can really compete in the top, or at least the middle of the table.
Okay. Chiranjeev, your take on this? Any updates that you have of the recent with Minerva Punjab's home ground?
Yeah, well, they're trying to fix it. Apparently, Badshah was talking to the Minerva Punjab owner and offering to pay up. But the damage is done, when you do something like that to the ground, it's a grass pitch, right? And you have to lay down the new grass and the grass has to take root. So it's a time-consuming process and it's completely irresponsible to do that in the middle of a league. But anyway, what has happened. See, we need to understand why these teams are fighting in this game. Minerva Punjab is hosting Chennai City. Both are debutant clubs. Both came in as corporate entities, so they're not getting relegated. So that's not their concern. What they are fighting for here, what's really at stake, is a place in the Federation Cup.
Yeah.
Okay, the top 8 teams of the I-League will get to play in the Federation Cup. The others will have their season ended in April.
Yeah.
And that's a huge deal for a young club like this because they want to be there. Federation Cup is the biggest cup tournament in the country and they want the honor to play there. And we saw DSK Shivajians finishing bottom of the table last season. They missed out on the Federation Cup. That did not go down well with them at all. And they're trying their hard. They're also in a right now they're 7th. So they will have to try hard as well. But look at Chennai City and Minerva Punjab. Chennai City is at the 8th place with 13 points. Minerva Punjab 9th place with 12 points. It's neck to neck. What they do in this game will decide who plays in the Federation Cup. So everything is up for grabs. Glory is up for grabs. A seat in the biggest cup tournament in the country is up for grabs. Obviously, Chennai City are looking good. They have not lost any of the last 3 matches, and they got that win against East Bengal, which is majorly morale boosting, right? And obviously, they're dominating the local division because they pretty much rule it. They're the richest team over there and most well balanced and with the best facilities. That's not the biggest thing, but what it gives you an indication of is that throughout the international break, I don't think they've had anybody getting called up other than Dhanpal Ganesh. So they have been within matches. They've had enough practice. They have been keeping their fitness up, and they will come in with everything on the line.
Yeah.
They can seriously make a story out of this, and everything hinges on this game. Minerva Punjab, same thing. They're killing it with the under 16, under 18s, but this is a chance for the the whole senior team to really shine. But look, we're in the Federation Cup. So that's what it's up for grabs for everybody. And Minerva Punjab, they have the ground conditions to manage as well. So hopefully they will do something good on that front as well. Both these teams have had ground condition problems.
Yeah.
So they will sympathize with each other. So it's just going to be a beautiful contest, and I'm glad that this is on TV at least.
Yeah. Now, before we move on to the match, just let's predict. I think both while they are talking, it looks like they are going in favor of Chennai City. So, Kevin, are you going with Chennai, giving Chennai a win here?
I really hope they can put in those goals after creating some really good chances. Apart from that, I do not have much hopes because they if you look at them, it's not that they play very bad. They play good for a very short time, and that has been their problem. They create those chances right in front of the box. They have shots on target, but that finishing is not there. So I just hope one goal comes in early and they're able to defend that because I don't expect them to score too many goals. Okay,
this is for Chennai you're talking
yes.
about. Okay, so I think you're also favoring Chennai win.
Chennai City should win this one, but you never know. Playing at home with so much up for grabs. Minerva Punjab tends to just come alive when the stakes are this high.
Okay.
So I want a good contest, and I don't think it's going to be more than a goals difference in this game.
Yeah, I hope we get to see some goal over here rather than playing a goalless match. Now, the other game we did mention everything is up for grabs even for DSK Shivajians, but they are facing an uphill task against a good side in Shillong Lajong. Now, DSK had a good run and then they faltered, but Shillong also had an on and off, but Shillong are a better team, I guess. Let's hear it from Kevin first. Kevin, I know you want to favor Shillong here.
Yeah, I do love this team. They've been the side that this similar to Minerva Punjab have been talking high about their academy, their youth system, and we've seen only Shillong, DSK, and Minerva relying on the youth in the senior team, in the first team. So Shillong are here for long. They've not come back, just come recently in the I-League picture. They've had consistent performances even in the local tournaments, and that's what is really good about this team. That the youth have been given the chance and they've been encouraged all the time. It's not that trial and error and then you throw them out. So that's the best part about Singto over here, that he really likes to favor them. He really likes to motivate them, and we see that on field. Even when they are a goal down, their morale is very high.
Yeah.
You always look at them that they can score any moment, even they're 1 or 2 goals down, and their performances have been consistent. About this fixture, there was a lot of excitement that was there when we spoke last time before this team met. It's the same this time as well.
Yeah.
The DSK have just been pumped up with that victory against Mumbai FC, but it's been a long time. Again, the youth system in DSK is there, but they also rely a lot on the experienced Quero, Sasha, and another defender, the foreign defender. So they've been looking more like an experienced side being backed up by the youth.
Okay.
But Shillong is more youth, just being helped out in places where it's required.
Okay, so you're giving an upper hand here. Slight
Shillong,
upper hand,
yeah.
Shillong. Yeah. Okay, Chiranjit, your thoughts on this match?
Well, the best part of this game is the clash between two brilliant coaches, Dave Rogers and Thakboy Singto.
Absolutely.
They're the best of Liverpool versus the best of Meghalaya.
Yeah.
So it's an awesome mouth-watering contest. I doubt there will be a boring second in this. There's going to be a lot of pace because both have youngsters who can run a lot.
Yeah.
And a lot of northeastern boys as well who know the Shillong grounds pretty well because even if you are like growing up in Mizoram or Manipur, every youngster has a lot of experience of going to Shillong and playing there, so they know the conditions. It's just this brilliant atmosphere to play football in, and with such two teams on the field, you have to expect fireworks. So I expect both of them to play an attacking game of football because both of them know they can win.
Yeah.
Okay, Shivajians have the chance with using the couple of strong points that they have in the striking department, and it's going to be up against a really good defense of Shillong Lajong. But again, Shillong Lajong have Dipanda and a pretty good midfield that can create a lot of chances. Isaac is there. He'll be trying his best after just had that unfortunate incident at the national team camp.
Yeah.
So all those elements will come together, and we will see two clubs really fighting hard. And don't forget that Shivajians are desperate to make an appearance in the Federation Cup this time as well.
Right.
So they will try to get full points from this game. So I am thinking a multiple goal and maybe a 2-1 victory for Lajong here.
Okay.
Let's see how far this turns out. It can easily be the other way around.
Yeah. I think the one thing I can I can really say is that expect this match to be a thriller, even though there will be goals, but even if so happens that both are so good that nobody is able to score, even then you will be sitting on your edge of the seat and watching this match because it will be that high intense. Both teams, great teams with coming out with some good names in their squad. Now this match is at 7. The other game, that's the last game on Saturday, which is also at 7. That's happening between Mumbai FC and Churchill Brothers. A new start here for Mumbai FC, I have to say. With just 4 matches remaining, yes, that's a new start for them. The new coach that has come in probably too late. Even he accepts that he's come in too late. Oscar Bruzon. We did hear him talk in our interview podcast. Now he's confident, but not overconfident as one person was. The one thing which I liked, he said that yes, we are definitely going for the win, going for maximum points, but that is something that I cannot promise you. Like, it can't be assured, because in a game of football anything can happen, but one thing I can promise you, we will fight. So, not the other way around, and just probably let's see how he walks the talk and how the team performs. Now, Churchill, on the other hand, have been on top form. They have in their, if you want to say a resume, if Churchill Brothers was a person, in their resume they would add beaten Bengaluru, beaten Mohun Bagan, beaten East Bengal. What do you say, man? Here we are. So Derek Pereira has done really good job with his team. This is in Mumbai's home ground. I think all the 4 remaining matches are going to be played in Mumbai. So it's going to be high intense and too much pressure on Mumbai FC. Chiranjit, we begin with you for this game. Chiranjit, what do you have to say?
Oh man, this is the relegation battle.
Yes.
Right here.
Yes.
This is it. Churchill Brothers and Mumbai FC, because the teams between them in the points table, Shivajians, Chennai City and Minerva Punjab, are all exempt from relegation, right?
Yep.
And Churchill are not the corporate team, so they can go down. So it's all between them, and Mumbai FC are with 10 points after 14 games. Like, who could have seen this coming at the start of the season?
Yep.
So unfortunate, and it seems like an uphill task, because the club they're fighting is 16 points from 14 games. That's 6 points, and with four games to go. And Mumbai FC should be thanking their stars that they have a game against this one team, Churchill Brothers, because look, this is literally the only way they can turn their season around. Okay, if they don't win this match, if Mumbai FC do not win this, forget it, they're getting relegated.
Yeah,
there is no way they make a comeback from that. This is the only 6-pointer they're gonna get, as in they can chip away a game from Churchill Brothers and force a loss on them, and at the same time make up the distance.
Definitely.
But it seems like they are also meeting the Churchill Brothers at the worst time possible. They've picked up 10 points from their last 4 matches, and they have beaten They have beaten Mohun Bagan, they have beaten East Bengal. It's crazy how much Churchill Brothers have turned it around, and I did call it. I'm going to take all the bragging credits from here. Yes. The moment Derek Pereira came in, I was like, oh shit. Now it's going to get more interesting. So it's obviously an uphill task of a new coach for Mumbai FC. I don't think under normal circumstances Mumbai FC takes this. Okay. I'll just keep it real here. You play the way you have been playing, no matter how much talent you've got. The kind of momentum Churchill Brothers have, unless something has happened and the international break has broken their momentum, which is unlikely given how Derek Pereira manages his teams, they're going to be up everywhere in their spirits. They got some good players as well. Chester Paul Lindo for one. What a player. So Mumbai FC have to pull off something extraordinary here. They have to play, to 130% of their abilities, every single player. It's impossible to win this game otherwise. So, Yellow Brigade, prepare for a rough night. Be out there, support your team in any way you can. Just shout your hearts out, because if you want to save your club, this is the game.
Yeah.
Okay. Otherwise, it's all gone. So I could not even say how high the stakes are. It cannot be higher than this for any club at any given time. This is an existential fight.
Yeah.
And it's going to be it may turn out to be an ugly, foul-ridden Darwinian game.
Yeah.
But again, that's what makes this a proper league. You have clubs that fight for the level, and this is what it's going to look like.
Yeah. Kevin, let's bring you into the discussion. Mumbai FC versus Churchill. Now, you heard him say that this is like stakes are high at this. It's going to be a big fight, a big task. Mumbai in the hands. What do you have to say?
I think what could have been a better contest for this game is at the time that Derek Pereira came into the picture. Same time, Oscar Bruzon should have come in.
Yeah.
But all's done. We cannot change that. This is like a 50-liter pressure cooker that Mumbai FC have been put into, and it's very difficult for them. It's very, very difficult. For not just for the coach, it's for the players, for the club as well. it's what they've been fighting for 7 years, all the existence that they have in I-League. It's coming down to this.
Yes.
It's terrible. It's terrible for whoever's been supporting for the club for so long, and you can't really do anything because there's a lot of, let's not get into where they've faltered in this season. Yes, it's totally in the hands of Churchill how they bring this game. If they are on the attack as they've been against these bigger teams, the giant killers that they've earned their name as, it's really going to be difficult for Mumbai FC. It is going to be painful for all those fans who can just, pray that this game turns in their favor. Apart from that, I really don't have, I'm at loss of words to understand how Mumbai FC must be going through right now.
Yeah. Well, then let's see how this manages to go. Both have given an upper hand to Churchill, and well, of course, they deserve it. Rightly so. Only if Mumbai FC can pull up a surprise with their new style of playing, probably, or some new changes to their squad, including the coach. Now we'll see all of this. We'll know the result by Saturday night. What will happen to which teams and where they are placed. Now, before we end the show, few news coming out from the camps, respectively from Bengaluru. Now they are likely to host the Asian Cup qualifier home games. Chiranjeev, why don't you enlighten us with this bit?
Well, it was always going to be them, right? We called it as well, that all the other big stadiums are taken for the Under-17 World Cup. So Kantirava is pretty much the only one left for the Indian national team to use. So
another reason for me to make my trip to Bangalore.
Yeah, so prepare for this. We're gonna have 3 cracking home games over the next year in Asian Cup, and I hope this spread out the friendlies nicely throughout the country. Maybe Andheri Sports Complex will get a friendly, and maybe Pune gets a friendly. Maybe Trivandrum gets a friendly.
Yeah.
Trivandrum was again another stadium that could have hosted the qualifiers. By the way, it was international standard. But I think they are avoiding Trivandrum because of the terrible high rent that they are charging. So Kantirava, obviously, it's going to be cracking atmosphere.
Yep.
It's a good news for everybody.
Exactly. Another thing coming out from the East Bengal camp is their secretary Kalyan Majumdar has taken some dig at ISL and his own coach. Well, what's happening there? Something really bad brewing before the derby?
So Kalyan Majumdar, the East Bengal secretary, has been taking shots at everybody, and apparently what he has revealed is that ISL has asked for a 15 crore franchise. And he says it's like, at the night of your wedding, you're going into the room, and before that, all the relatives and all the, they all come and ask you for money. That's what it feels like, So he pretty strong words there, and he has also taken a shot at his own coach, saying that we signed players like Jackie Chan Singh, we've signed players like Romeo Fernandez. Morgan has not used them at all. He has failed to make a stable squad even this far into the league. And he has also said that he does not believe that East Bengal will win the league. So he said, this is my honest opinion. You can say whatever you want after this. What he's doing, I think, this is a scorched earth path that he has been on. He has made it clear he's not going to stand for re-election. So he's on his way out from the club. And he's making his real opinion known to everybody. All the matters he's been quiet with, the problems inside the club, throughout the years that he has been serving the club, he's opening his mouth, and I think it's gonna keep. We're gonna keep hearing explosions from him all the way till the end of his term as East Bengal secretary.
Okay. Well, some ugly scenes happening off the field. Hopefully, we get to see a great match and a good fight from both Mohun Bagan and East Bengal.
It's not healthy at all. It's not healthy at all. You don't want a club secretary to take shots at the team and the coach before a derby, especially when East Bengal are still in contention.
Yeah,
it's not a good thing to look at all.
Well, yeah, absolutely. And So we hope to see them see a good fight on the field, and hopefully all of this will stay backstage, like as we say, behind the scenes happening jo bhi hai udhar rehne do, and we play a good game on field. Now that's all, folks, for today's show. Do tune in to us tomorrow as we will bring you Sunday's games preview, and hopefully you enjoy today's and you enjoy Saturday's fixtures as well. And I will be at Cooperage, so we always support Mumbai FC. At least I will. Well, that's all, folks. If you're listening to our show on YouTube, hit the like, share, subscribe to our channel, hit the bell icon to get updates of our new episode. You can also listen to our podcast on Audioboom, SoundCloud, iTunes, and the various other podcasting apps. Do follow us on TFG Football, where you get updates of all that's happening in Indian football. You can also read up on various stories about Indian football on our website, thefangarage.com. Also download the IVM podcast app on iOS and Android. You can talk to us directly, Boza_Kevin, Chiranjit Oja, Siju Matthew 94. Those are our respective Twitter handles. Have a great day, folks. Cheers.
एक्सक्यूज मी भैया, एक्सक्यूज मी.
बोलिए मैडम.
मेन्यू में क्या है?
मेन्यू में सीन अनसीन है, पॉडकास्ट है, ऑन कोर्स है, साइरस है, मेड इन इंडिया, रीडिस्कवरी प्रोजेक्ट, एम्पावरिंग सीरीज, सेक्स वेक्स है, IVM लाइक्स है, सिंप्लीफाइड है, कीपिंग इट क्वियर है, ड्रिंक्स एंड डेस्टिनेशंस है, माय नेबर जकरबर्ग है और द फैन गराज है. आपको क्या चाहिए?
एक बार रिपीट कर देंगे क्या?
रिपीट नहीं करता हम. आप जाओ IVMpodcast.com पे और सुनो ये सब, या फिर डाउनलोड करो उनका ऐप. सब आपकी उंगलियों पे.